Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Gabriel Dropout Episode 3. So I have realized there are a lot of different stories being told in here, like little separate stories being told. So I may not go into what happened in the last episode. Just because there's so many of them. I'll try going into some. Let's see, there was one part where Gabriel and one of the demon girls, what was her name? Did I write the names down for this? I did not. Okay, gonna have to look it up. Gabriel Dropout. Vignet? Again, I think I just called her April last time. Considering the fact that that's what it says one of her names is. April. It's like Gabriel, Tenma White, Vignet, Sukanose, April. So I'm going to go with April, just because it's easier for me to go with. So Gabriel and April are in the classroom. I guess the class president is just realized that Gabriel has not turned in her career sheet. Meanwhile, Gabriel is in her desk talking about how she forgot to turn it in a certain paper. So she's thinking, okay, so she remembers, so she's going to do it right now and give it to me. Unfortunately, it's not the career sheet she's talking about. She's talking about something she's supposed to turn into heaven. And she even mentions that, and the president is like, what? Heaven? What is she talking about? And then April shows up, or Vig. I would say Vig. That might be better. So Vig shows up, and she's asking her what's, taking so long, I guess, with the paper, and she's explaining all these things, and then she sees, oh, wait, I forgot to do my career sheet as well, or, whatever kind of sheet it was. And so she starts going on about what she wants to do. Most of it not good. And when she finally turns it in, I think it was like she just didn't want to do anything at all day. See, there was another section where they were in the cafeteria, and it was Vig, Gabriel, and Satania. They had invited Satania to come and eat with them for lunch, and they were going because they saw her leave during class and just go somewhere because they never see her during lunch. So they're like, "Where did she go?" So they went and followed her, and she kind of sits by herself on the stairs going towards the roof. This is actually a separate episode, but yeah, they noticed that. So they invite her to lunch. They were going to anyway, but so they go to the cafeteria. They've never been to the cafeteria before, and they have no idea what they're supposed to do. So Satania tells them, okay, so we go to these machines over here, and we buy a ticket of what we want. So she puts in the money, gets an udon. I think it was an udon. Might have been a ramen. No, I'm pretty sure it was an udon. And orders 3 sets. So, for everybody. 1 for each. I think it was servings. 3 servings. But I think she got confused a little and thought that was going to be her size. And it turned out to be for the 3 of them. Anyway, it turned out to be pretty good, but they noticed like a little spice on the side. I think it was called 7 Shakes. And Gabriel tells Satania that it's really good and she should put it in her udon. So she's like, oh, okay. And she unscrews the cap and starts shaking it in. She gets like 3 or 4 in, and she's like, no, you're doing it wrong. You got to shake it a little harder. And she's like, oh, okay. And she starts doing it again. She goes, no, that's still wrong. Do it again. And so she finally starts really shaking it in and does 7. So I think altogether she had maybe 15 shakes of this spicy powder in her food. And when she ate it, she actually really liked it. And I started doing the same to Gabriel's bowl. Gabriel was hoping that it would be too spicy for her and she would, I guess, start breathing fire. But it didn't turn out that way. I think another one was they were having a cooking class, and they had to make some kind of curry or something and some fish. And Satania went to hell and got some kind of angler fish. I'm calling it an angler fish because it has the little dangly light on its forehead. And it just did not turn out good at all. The curry was horrible. The fish, I think, was even worse. Although Satania really liked it. I mean, she doesn't seem to turn away any kind of food. So yeah. And I think the last one, Satania gets up and oh god, what's Raphael? Yeah, and Raphael is in bed with her. Like, she's awake, just looking at her. And she's wondering, what are you doing here? And she tells her that she came to have Satania teach her. She wants to, work for her. And she finally, I guess, she wasn't really big on the idea, but Raphael ends up convincing her, and she's like, alright, fine. Then you go to the store and get me, I forget what it was, I don't remember if it was her melon bread or some other kind of food, but she told her to go to the store and get it. And Raphael's like, I don't know how to do that. Maybe you could show me how to do it. So she's like, how do you not know how to go to the store? But she ends up going anyway to show her how to do this. She buys Raphael what she asked for. I forget what it was, but she comes back with nothing. Mainly because she was buying melon bread, and that dog that she's always fighting with took it on the way back. They don't show it, but it's implied because Raphael asks, where's your melon bread? It's like, shut up. Then I believe she asked her to pull some kind of prank on Gabriel, but she wouldn't do that either. And then she tries telling her, I'm going to have to sleep on the futon, and you're going to have to just not sleep there anymore. And that's when Satania fired her. You're fired. Get out of here. Pretty sure there was more, but yeah. There's just... Actually, that took 8 minutes. It's not so bad. I might continue doing it. We'll see. But, yeah. Looking forward to this episode. See what's going to happen. So the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.